Welcome back. This is part 2, and I'm Donna from the Lost Closet 12 on eBay, and once again, gems on Poshmark. And the raw hem, I am Mercari. I'm the raw hem. If this is going to be the part 2 of the Goodwill outlet haul from a week ago, and I recorded the first half. It's went out the 25th. If you want to see the 25th of August, if you want to see that. And this is part 2, and I'm changing it up a little bit. Instead of sitting down and trying to hold it up, I'm just gonna put it on my hangers. That way I'm getting 2 things done at the same time. I'm getting my stuff hung to steam, and I am showing you guys what I got. So this is like a mixed. I didn't separate it. I didn't separate like the winter stuff with the summer stuff I was going to, but I did not. So this, and it's been a week, so some of this stuff is going to be kind of new to me as well. This is simply Vera Wang, and it is a lightweight midi dress, or maxi, I guess, depending on how tall you are. And my cost of goods was $1.56 or $7. I normally try to look that up, but it's been a rough week, so I did not look that up. And I put it in the first video, and if I remember, I'll put it in this. Oh, you know what? It also has buckets. It's got buckets. So it's lightweight, and it's got the split. No, it's a button. It's not a split. It's a buttons up. Well, anyway, and the ruffle sleeves, I thought it was cute. And what's next? I really don't remember what I got. This is just Croft & Burrow, size large, but I really liked the contrast and the colors, and it's not like a floral print. It's like, let me move my light a little bit because I feel like that's too shiny. It's like a leaf print, if you can see. It needs a lint roll, and it's a V-neck. It's a soft material. It's rayon and spandex. So yeah, this is nice. Nothing I picked up is going to Isabella. That's mostly all I find is bread and butter, with a few exceptions every now and again. And I'm going to put you up here so I don't have to bend down. This is an interesting print. Oh, this is a leather dress from Madewell. It's kind of boho. Well, I don't know if it's a dress. Yeah, it's a very small dress. I mean, I guess you could wear it as a tunic. It zips in the back. It's got the V-neck and the crossover at the bust is short sleeve. I just thought it was cute. I think they're pansies. I think that's what the flowers are. I'll double check with Google Images or Google Lens, but I think they're pansies. But it's super cute, and this should do well. It's kind of short, but it should do well. And I'll try to keep it organized. This, I don't know. I don't know what this is, besides upside down. Oh, this is a leather dress. This is a lot of summer stuff. This could be a cover-up because it's like super sheer. I can see the camera through it, and it is from Exhilaration. You could use fairy, goth, whimsy, boho, even a little bit. Not so much boho, but it's got the ruffled hem. I would stick with, like, you know, goth, fairy, romantic. This is, the purple and the black is so good together. And I feel like my hangers, when I get them, it's a little noisy. So this is that. And it'll look cute on my mannequin as well. I do not remember picking up that many dresses. Up next is just an Old Navy pixie ankle. I did find a bunch of these. I think it's kind of like a, I don't think it's kind of flare boot cut, but not quite. So I'll just use pixie ankle in the title. If someone's looking for it, they'll find it that way. It's not really boot cut or flare, but it's not straight leg either. So, or I'll look to see what other people are doing. Like I'll search that and see what item Pacifics they are using. It's a size 0, so it's tiny. I have to cut all of these tags off. Normally I do that like almost straight away. I don't know what you are. I can't see. And Skinny Boyfriend. Why did I pick these up? They're just H&M, skinny, tiny, 27.32, lightweight denim jeans. They're not even for the season. They are super lightweight, light wash. They're straight leg. I'm not quite sure why I picked them up. When your tags look like this, and I like to photograph them, sometimes I take a flat iron for your hair and I will flatten them out. If I remember. I don't do it for every single tag. Sometimes I just work with what I have, you know, because if I did that with every single tag, I feel like I would never get anything written. But if the tag is really beat up, such as that one is, I would take the time to do that. Come on. There we go. And up next, I think this is a skirt, yeah. And Zach and Rachel, size 10. It is, I think this is a gingham. That's the print. Or you can use plaid, but I'm going to use the word gingham. And it's just a little skirt. So a lot of this stuff is not in the season, so I feel like my very next opportunity, I'm going to have to try to get some more winter stuff. I mean, I got a lot of bread and butter and cute items. Is it pockets? Oh, look, I didn't even know. It has pockets on both sides. That's always a plus. And this is a red, gauzy, yeah. This is Massimo, size large. I probably picked it up because of the braid detail. I thought it was cute. It's gauzy, lightweight. I might get like $10 for this. It's not anything special, but I did like the little braid around the neckline. I thought it was cute. And you know, you can't win them all. And I do most of my sourcing at the Goodwill outlets, and that's sometimes they're all donations, which you can do really well with, but most of it is stuff that did not sell at the Goodwill. You can still find good stuff because the Goodwill tends to overprice, and that's why they don't sell it. So and it's cheap, so that's why. This is Karen Kane, size medium. Oh, I thought this was a skirt. These are pull-on pants. Again, another summer item going into fall and winter. But I have them. I will list them. I will probably work on my winter items first and then do these next. Or maybe I'll just, since I'm hanging them up, maybe I'll just do them next. I try to list what's in season, but I find when you're sourcing, you find summer stuff going into winter and fall, and going into summer and spring and summer, you're finding winter stuff. So my remedy for that is when, like, the beginning of the seasons, I will delist and relist the items that are in season. That way they are fresh in my store for the season, if that makes any sense. And I feel like it helps. Sometimes I just go in date order and relist, but like in probably a week or two, I'm going to take all my boots and I'm going to delist them and relist them, and then my sweaters and my jeans, because all of those items do well in the wintertime. So like September, October, November. This is a leather Pixie Pixie Flare. What did the other one say? I thought it said ankle. This is about the same. Maybe it didn't say ankle. Maybe it said flare, and I just don't know how to understand what I'm reading. So it's the same size. I might lot them up together. I'll see how they're comping, or I'll list them separate, because I won't mix them up because they're different colors. I have I think it's J. Jill or J. Crew jeans that are the same color, same size, same style. I will probably list them together, because if one has like a slight difference than the other, I don't want to send the wrong one. But yeah. And this is a pretty print. I do like this, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a pair of pants. It's a tiny pair of pants by H&M, size 0. That is floral, boho, resort. They're very lightweight. That almost looks like a skirt when I hold it up like that, but it is a pair of pants. I probably picked this up solely on the print, and it's a wide leg, which is a plus. They got a lot of pants, and I feel like when you do pants, you have a lot of measurements, and sometimes I get tired if I have, like, if I'm doing pants all day, I'm like, oh, a lot of measurement here, here, here. But if you do your listings right and add the measurements, you're going to get less questions, and which will save you time, because sometimes you don't see the questions right away and your buyer had moved on. If you can answer all of their questions with your listing, then you have a better chance of selling it faster. Because like I work and I don't always check I don't have my phone on me. I check it on my breaks. So I don't always see the message until like 2 hours later, and I'll answer it if I can from my car, and because that's where I take my break. And then I don't have a sale, but I find if I answer a question like straight away on my day off, I get the sale. So answer your messages. Size 18 barrel leg high rise Old Navy. It's wider here and a little bit more narrow there. I love it when they put, these are kind of cropped too. They're like capris, I suppose. So I'll have to take good measurements, and I love it when it says exactly what it is. I will use all of those words in my title. And do I have, I'm not even sure if I have enough hangers to hang all this stuff up in here, because I normally just use these, and when I'm out of hangers, I steam, and then I start over. So we'll see. I can get more hangers. I have more hangers. They're just not in here. Lelis. This is a brand I don't know, but it's super cute, super stretchy, and it's kind of, it is not textured. It's just slightly textured. And this says size medium. It's probably about knee length, and I just thought it was cute. I pick up a lot of things because I think they're cute. And I don't think any of these items are raw donations. This, I like the colorway. It is summer all day long. Jones, New York Sport. These are, again, this is in my way. And now it's in your way. This room is tiny. Well, we'll just ignore it. I'll move you over just a little. Is that better? Yeah, still better. Jones, New York. It's a skirt. I love the pink and blue and, well, is that blue? Yeah, and green stripes. And needs a good steam. But I thought this was super cute. I don't know the keywords. I'm thinking, I don't know. I'll have to, maybe Barbie-core, preppy. I'm not sure about the keywords, but I like the stripes. And I like the colorway. That's why I picked it up. Almost everything I pick up is like, because I think it's cute. Or I like the print. Or I like the contrasting colors. I also pick things up based on the fabric content. I feel like if you have a good fabric content, you'll do better. And these are H&M divided. There's that tag. This is all the tag that I'm always finding different style tags. They are a US size 10. I don't know why I picked these up. They're just, maybe because they're a little wide leg. Maybe not. I don't know. They look a little wide leg, but not quite. They're lightweight. I am out of, yeah, they're lightweight and straight leg, or wide. They're wide. It's so hard for me to tell. Here. And I feel like this is going to be mostly pants, so I did not think through my plan about hanging stuff up as I go so you can see it better. But the more I do this, the better I'll get at it. And that's what they look like. This is, what are you? Oh yeah, I remember this. This is small and it's just Old Navy. Size 4. But it's got this really, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a crochet textured overlay. And then down here is a little different. It's tiny, but it is super cute. It might be too small for my mannequin because there's not a lot of stretch in this one. And it's a size 4. It's white, so I will probably throw it in an OxyClean, but I'm going to hang it up. Because whenever I have like light colors, when I'm steaming or measuring or taking photographs, sometimes I find a faint spot. So I'm going to try to get in the habit of just throwing it in OxyClean. What are you? That is my cat. This is J. Crew, size small. I'm going to have to let him in because he's going to keep crying. And it's just a lightweight top. Did he go away? I don't know. I can't hear him now. He's normally quite demanding. Like, I feel like most cats are. Like, They don't want you to pay attention to them until they want attention. And that is exactly how he is. I really don't like to have him in here when I have all my stuff out anyway. I think it's blue. It's like a dark navy blue. Do I have any tops yet? No. Yeah, he's still out there. He's putting his paw through. The door's open just a smidge, and he's putting his paw through. So these are Old Navy pull-on green pants. They feel like a linen blend. They probably are. Pockets. They're very casual. They're size extra small, high rise, wide leg. And let me see if I'm right. Sometimes I actually, yeah, they're linen. I look at the tags at the bins, and not everybody does. They just grab and grab and grab. I'm like, look, I'm going to go through, and you can, when you're touching it, you're not right all the time. At least I'm not. You know, you're like, hey, that feels like linen, or that feels like cashmere or wool, and I'll check the fabric content, because I'm not looking to grab all of the things. Like, I will never be able to write that much, you know. This is just loft. It's really cute. It's not a Swiss stop, but they're like raised polka dots. I don't know if you can see. My lighting is not that great. They're like raised. I don't know if they're, I don't know how they did it, but they're like raised polka dots. This is kind of like a light peach or pink long sleeve, lightweight, rounded neck. It's more round. I just thought it was cute. I like the colorway. I like the way they did the polka dots, and it's kind of, it's like an overlay. Yeah, but you can't, it's like, it's a mesh overlay, but it doesn't come up. It's sewn on. Not the hiccups. What's next? Morona or Murano, size 12. I don't know why I picked it up. It's just a plain skirt. I'll probably list it for like 10 to 12 bucks. I mean, this is going to take me a minute to steam and a minute to write. So it's not like, it's not going to take a lot of work. I don't have to research the brand. I don't have to research the brand. And it weighs next to nothing. These are large. Old Navy 2X wide leg. They're just cotton and rayon. They are, and they're kind of cropped, I think. I think that's a short end seam, but they have a nice wide comfort waistband, and I'll probably use that in the title, because that people want to be comfortable. And with shoes too, I use the word comfort. If they have like the orthotic soles or cushioned or arch support, I use those. Sorry, it's a cheap little table you're sitting on. Well, anyway, I'll use the comfort is something people search. These I thought were cute. They're Bloomingdale's, size 6, cotton and spandex. They're like chocolate brown velvet pants. They need a lint roll. I feel like I have to adjust my lighting. But there's Bloomingdale's tag. And I feel like maybe we're coming into the season for velvet. I'm not sure. I don't always pick up a lot of velvet. Lately I have been. I don't know if I'm finding it more or if I'm changing my sourcing habits. This is a summer vacation resort wear. It's a gauzy, the brand is yellow, pull on. They're very tiny, so they might take a minute to sell. They're like crinkly, gauzy, and there's a few loose threads on the end that I have to trim off. I just picked them up because I thought if someone was going on a cruise this winter, they might want a lightweight pair of pants that are tasseled. So that's why I picked those up. I don't know the brand at all, so it'll give me an opportunity to look it up. And these are just express, size 4, regular, columnist. There's a tag. They're like a career pant. A little bit of a, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I think that's a straight leg. When I have it laying completely flat, I'll be able to tell. They look like they're a low rise though. I'm not quite sure why I picked these up, but they are, and they feel like they're almost new, except for right there. Is that going? No. I don't know. They feel a little rough right there. So when I'm steaming and I have the lights shining down on it, I'll probably be able to see a little better. And I keep shaking you, so I think I should put that somewhere else. I don't want to throw it on the floor. These are Tea by Talbots. This is not new, but rather new line of Talbots that I've discovered. I don't know if it's a new line, and I feel like it does pretty well. I feel like I've sold every piece, not that I find all of the pieces, but they're just a straight leg, very stretchy pant by Talbots. They're dark navy blue. And was there something? Oh yeah, they have zipped pockets. I think it's like kind of sporty a little bit. Yeah, we see rubber button. Sometimes when the pants are like this, I forget to check for that button, and then I come home and I'm very disappointed because I'm not going to sew on a button, and I'm not going to list them that way. But these are very nice. Put that down nice and gentle, not to shake you. And these are Garnet Hill, size medium. Cotton and spandex. They are, it's a short inseam, but they're kind of joggers. Just like an ivory or very light tan. Cream is probably the way I will use it. I used ivory once in the title to describe a piece of clothing, and eBay took it down, and I later learned that ivory, they associated it with jewelry, and they took it down. It was article clothing. I just changed the way I described the color, and that was it. Sometimes I wonder about the thought process of eBay. Abercrombie and Finch, size 28, 6 regular. Just a pair of jeans with the raw hem. It's an uneven raw hem. I'm not doing a very good job. There we go. And if you're not familiar with Abercrombie and Finch, that's what their tag looks like. So they look like they're like a mid-rise. So I'll use denim, raw hem, frayed, distressed, mid-rise, and of course the brand name in the title. And what's next? This is a leather. I don't normally do this much business wear, but I guess that's what I found. MM LaFleur, New York, size 16. It's zippered, it's lined, and it's a above the knee skirt. It would be great for office or meeting. If you're like a professional, you could just wear it too. You know, there's no rules. You wear what you want and what you like. And what are you? This is a high neck something. Isaac Mazzari Live, if I'm pronouncing that right. Sometimes I get a decent amount for this brand, and sometimes it's a bread and butter. I feel like it depends on the item, but this is a nice, it's a modest length. It goes like on my backside. It would cover my backside. It's got pockets. It's textured. It's got a high neck, and it's got like, that's not really tassels, but I will use a word drawstring. It's like a teal color. It's actually really nice. I might right, if I can't find any similar, I might price this one up a little bit because it's nice. I like the feel, I like the length, I like the tassels, and that is it for this tote. I have a tote of games. I'm going to try to do a video for that one too. I'm not going to be able to do it by standing though, so I'm probably going to have to sit down and show you. And that is it for this part 2. You might get a part 3. We'll see, because I do have to get this written. So yeah, my cost was $1.55, 57 in that ballpark per item on average, including the games. I don't think I got any shoes. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I did. I'll look at the receipt, but I don't think I picked up any shoes. And I didn't pick up any bedding. I don't think I picked up any. I did. My husband grabbed a small bag of toys, so I didn't even really look through those yet. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to put out 3 videos a week. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge because now I'm back to work 6 days a week, and I'm going to try to do things in more of a bulk. I've always bulked, but they've been like smaller bulks. So I'll see you next Monday on my thrift haul, if time and life allows me to make another thrift haul for next Monday. And Flip Friday comes out every Friday around 6 o'clock, and that's where I show what sold for the week. And then I try to do a midweek ship with me video. Generally it's what sold over the weekend, because I ship every day. Like I ship, except for sometimes on Saturday, but I try to ship every day. eBay, I have one day handling, so that would be the day, like Sunday night, Monday mornings would be the day I would have more to ship, but sometimes that's not the case. So thanks for watching and staying to the end, and I appreciate your time. Don't forget to give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.